What's up, guys, and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. As you know, I love mods. I consider myself the mod master. I spend hours researching mods. And with the Mods 2.0 update, there is a lot to know. So we are going to create a whole new series called the Mod Management Series. Yes, I have the How to Mod series, and of course we're going to continue that. I've had some great suggestions lately on talking about how to mod certain factions, which I will get to. But today we're going to talk about mod energy. The new energy added to the game. Yes, we just had ship energy added a few months back. Now we have the mod energy added too. And what's nice about this is before, obviously, you had to use Cantina energy to farm between characters and mods. Now we get to use all of that energy to farm characters, which is nice. The issue is now is you're going to have to split your mod energy in between mods themselves and mod salvage. And I'm going to explain why mod salvage is extremely important first. When you look at the increases of a mod, when it goes from a 5 dot to a 6 dot mod, it is massive. Right now I have my Thrawn on all 6 dot mods, and I'm just going to show you some of the examples of the increases. When you take the square, which is always the primary of offense, to 6 dots, it goes from 5.88 offense increase to an 8.5. That is a massive increase. You look at the defense, it goes from like 11.75 to a 20% increase in defense. Health goes from 5.88 to 16. It more than doubles. I have two other mods with defensive primaries here. So I have a plus 60 defense on Thrawn. And of course, in the arrow, when you have a primary of speed, it goes up plus 2 speed. And that speed can be huge. And that's just the primary stats. We're not even talking about the increases in secondary stats, which is as you can see here in this arrow, speed arrow, I have a plus 8.59% extra health. Man, that's a lot. That's almost, half of, or a little bit more than half of what the primary health is in the circle mod. So taking mods from 5 dot to 6 dot is extremely important. And I would suggest doing that for your arena team immediately. So, how do we manage our energy? What's the best way to effectively use it? Well, since farming mods is an extremely important aspect of the game, we have to kind of set ourselves up and give ourselves a calendar of what to do. Right now, I have a pretty good amount of mods. I still have some in my inventory, and I'm happy with the mods I have right now because if the meta changes, I can simply flip them to new characters. So what I am focusing on is getting the mod Salvage. Of course, you have to go to mod battles and go to tier 9. Do all these, and you're going to be able to start farming these mod salvage parts. Now, these are what are needed to take those mods up levels. It can take you from a green to a blue, blue to a purple, purple to a gold, gold to 6 dot, etc. So, what do you have to do to be able to manage the energy between farming mods themselves and the mod salvage? Well, I would suggest this. If you have a plan in place already, like right now, I personally am farming salvage every day until I need to farm some new mods. I would suggest doing a 4 to 3 day difference. You can either farm mods for 4 days and then salvage for 3 days, or salvage for 4 days and mods for 3 days. What's wonderful about this now is you don't have to have a certain set of characters to farm the mods and the mod challenges. All characters can be used and allowed in all of these. And right now, man, if you are struggling with what to do, I would definitely suggest farming the health mods. They're simple to farm, and not only that, we'll go in here and I'll show you what you can effectively do when you double these mods now. When you put a health set on somebody, 2 health mods will get you a plus 10% health. You put a whole set, which would be 6, you're getting 30% health. That's not even counting the bonuses you're going to get in primary stats and secondary stats. That is a lot of health. That is huge. If you are wondering what to farm in mods, and I haven't made a mod video on a certain character, do not hesitate to go health. Health is a wonderful stat. I always say speed is great. Yes, speed, crit damage. I always suggest potency for certain characters, but if you're struggling, definitely go health. So, what I'm going to do is I have some mod energy I used some crystals to get some mod energy. So I'm going to go into the mod salvage battles here. Before we do that, we're going to look at a certain character. And we have to realize what it takes to get a gold mod to a 6-dot mod. So you go in and then you click slice. It shows you the components needed. It's pretty simple. I'm going to go in, press the find, and right there I get potentially 3 per drop, which is wonderful because I'll do all of them. And I got 5 total. That's actually pretty low. Usually I can get up to 15, and they add up quick. So the hardest thing to keep track of is these Mark II pulse modulators. And the place to find them is you can get them in the weekly shipments for a lot of crystals or the guild store. Now here's the issue I have right now with the guild store is I am trying to farm young Han Solo. And there are parts I need. I'm working on getting my bounty hunter faction up to 7 stars, gear 12. And there are parts I need in here. There are, you know, as you can see, the Zerka stun cuffs. I need those. So I'm stuck between, and we do a lot of raids and stuff like that. I'm stuck between, you know, do I get the pulse modulators every day? Because every time you're going to need 20 to take a 1 mod to 6 dots. So 20 per mod. You know, that's gonna add up quick, man. That's where you get them. You're gonna have to make a determination. I would suggest doing the same cadence. You can do 3 days a week farming those, or 4 days a week, and then you can farm other equipment or characters that you need. If you just want to focus on 6-dot mods, go ahead, farm those every day. It stinks that we don't get actually 4 or 5 of them in a pack. We only get 3, but it is what it is. And any time in the game you can find another place to get those, please do it. That is massively important. Another extremely important thing to remember is spending crystals to acquire energy. The first 3 purchases of energy you do every day cost the minimum in a sense. The minimum for Cantina energy is 100 crystals. The minimum for fleet energy is 100 crystals. And then the minimum for regular and mod energy is 50 crystals each, and you can do that 3 times before it doubles. So if you've done it 3 times, the 4th time you do it with Cantina and fleet would be 200 crystals. The 4th time you do it with mod and regular energy, it would be 100 crystals. I know a lot of people can't obtain a lot of crystals in the game. I am able to increase each of those 3 times and sometimes more. Depending on what you're looking to do, I would highly suggest spending crystals on mod energy each day. Farming mods, farming that salvage is huge because an average character can become a great character with good mods. And gaining a rank in arena, you know, getting from 100 to 50 can greatly depend on what mods that you have. So that's why I find it extremely important. It is something I would suggest you do unless you're focusing on something different in the game. So, like I said, let's break it down again. Mod challenges, mod battles. Make a determination. I would suggest 4 and 3 or 3 and 4, farming each time depending on what you're looking to get. Take arena characters to 6 dots as soon as possible. That is huge. And just look at the stat increases. They're gonna be huge. So that is the premise of this video. There are going to be many, many more to come. For the question here at the end of the video, I'm having a really, really hard time, and I need your guys' help, your guys' opinion. I've watched a ton of videos. I've studied myself. I am working on my bounty hunters for the Sith raid, and I want to get them all to 7 stars in case Jango Fett needs all of them, you know, because I think he's going to come soon. I Zated Bosk's leadership, which is great. That's great. But to do the most amount of offense in the match, do I want to Zeta Aura's leadership, which states that bounty hunter and scoundrel allies have plus 30% offense while stealth? Okay, at the start of the battle, and this is what the Zeta says, and whenever a bounty hunter ally defeats an enemy, all bounty hunter attacker allies gain stealth for 2 turns. When Aura Singh is in the leader slot and not the ally slot, the following contract is active. Use an ability while buffed 10 times. All bounty hunter allies gain 50% counter chance and their payouts are activated. Bounty hunter allies recover 25% protection and gain 25% turn meter. Now, the thing we have to really look in deep for is it says bounty hunter and scoundrel allies gain or have plus 30% offense. That would also include Raid Han, but that's only when they're stealthed. And it's only when a bounty hunter attacker ally, they're the only ones that gain stealth when they knock somebody out. Embo's is much more interesting. It states all bounty hunters gain plus 50% counter chance and plus 50% health steal. That's huge. Survivability. When a bounty hunter ally scores a critical hit during their turn, they gain offense up for 1 turn. When Embo is in the leader slot, the contract is active. Damage an enemy without bust 15 times. All bounty hunter allies gain plus 50% offense. When a bounty hunter ally uses a basic ability, they deal bonus damage equal to 7% of the target's mass protection. Embo seems like the better ability and the more reasonable ability, but am I missing something? I need you guys to help me out. Embo or Aura, which one should I Zeta? I cannot wait to take these guys into the Sith raid. So that is the video for today. Shout out to Fred, who just messaged me on Discord. He asked me how my day was going. I love it. You know what? Interacting with my fans, you know, keep building the channel. That's what's awesome. And, you know, being able to, you know, put a smile on somebody's face for any time of the day in any stressful situation. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please smash the subscribe button, like the video as well, press the notification button so you're notified to all videos that I post. Also, in the description below, I'm going to be putting a link to my Discord server and my Patreon page. Please check those out. By the way, the Discord server I posted in the first few videos did not have a link that went on forever. It expired, so for those of you struggling with that, now the link will, you know, last forever. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, peace out, and may the Force be with you.